Welcome to Profit Channels. This is my disclaimer. Please consider this video entertainment. I am not a financial advisor, nor do I give financial advice. Today I'm going to talk about Oil States International, or OIS, at $6.10. Today's September 25th, and the markets are closed. There is no dividend yield. Price to earnings is 54.41, which is a little higher than I normally like. We've got quarterly, we've got a positive net margin. This company is oil products and services and drilling, completion, subsea production, infrastructure of oil and natural gas. So offshore drilling services, offshore manufactured products, completion and production services, and downhole technologies, mostly the United States. We've got good quarterly cash flow and really good looking debt situation. Not a lot of long-term liabilities. If I look at this annually, we're just steady cash flow and with debt going down. So that is encouraging. If I look at the forecast, it is a buy with 4 analysts. So 2 strong buy, 1 hold. So you can go anywhere from $5.50 to $9. I like to start off by comparing this to the S&P 500. Here's the monthly, and we are down here in a place. It's just like we've revisited this bottom and not created a new bottom. So this is monthly. This is it's bound to revert to the mean. We've got a slight uptrend, but we have not broken this downtrend. So if we jump here to the weekly, we are threatening to break out of this downtrend right here. We've crossed over the 50 and are banging into the 100. If we go back to the monthly, we are incredible distance from the 200. If we jump into the chart, so here's monthly. We got points of control down here. The next big one would be up here around $20. It's been as high as 63, or at 6. If I go into the weekly, we are right at our points of control, just breaking above them. We got some, so this is, got some volume here and up here, 835 a little bit, and $9 puts us up around its previous tops. Into the day, we've got all our points of control just below us. We just broke out upward. Let's get rid of these here, and let's go back to the monthly and look at our moving averages. So on the monthly, we've been bouncing down the 50 and trying to break through it right now. A pretty bullish group of candles. Go to the weekly, we are across the 50 and the 100, and we're banging off of the 200 moving average. Down to the daily. All right, so we've got all our moving averages just grouped up together, and we bounced off the 200 here, and we are headed up. If I go down to a 2 hour, we've got gaps on both sides of us, but we are, again, have been riding off this 50 and working our way up. Everything is pointing up, pretty positive. All right, let's get rid of these ribbons. And you've got a channel, something like this, perhaps. It's got a nice midpoint line through here. You only got 2 touches on the bottom and extending it to the top. But here we're coming up onto this midpoint line again, which could be a little resistance. If I jump into a weekly chart, we've got a really nice channel here. We broke through for COVID and then got back into it. A lot of touches, a good midpoint, real good midpoint. And we have just broken out of this channel. So if I close these 2, now here it's kind of a weekly, daily channel. We've been moving in. It's a really good midpoint line with the ways to go before we get to the top. And then finally, we get in here to the day. We've been moving in this channel, and so potentially ready to get up to that $9 level that is potentially forecasted. Okay. Let's look at fib retracement. So this is a daily, and I'm doing a retracement from the bottom here to the top here. And we've done a full retracement. This 0.618 is pretty decent. And we are just breaking through, trying to break through the 0.5. Hide that. I do an extension now from this bottom to the top that we did the extension for retracement from down to this bottom. You've got we're right at the 618. You've got real nice looking fib lines like the 786 here. Whoopsie. So yeah, look at the 618 here. So I think we got a nice extension. $9 is up here around the full move back. Now, if I do a shorter term extension from the bottom here to these double tops to this bottom, we are now bouncing off the 2. The 618 looks really good. The 1 looks really good. So if we just look at the 1, obviously this 382, but this 1 has a lot of touches. 618, really good. Then we see the 2, looks good. And then check out the 3. So this is real pretty. Now from our daily chart, we've got this trend line here. We have this trend line here we have tried to break 1, 2, 3, 4 times, and now we've finally gotten through, and we're back down here retesting. So I want to see what happens tomorrow. I'm expecting this thing to start making its way up. If we look at some other charts, here's the parabolic SAR and the super trend. And we have mixed signals on the monthly, general uptrend on the RSI, general uptrend on the MACD, and our stochastic is pretty far up there. On the weekly, again, a nice upward trend. We're in positive territory. MACD's crossed over and looking strong. RSI is great looking, and our stochastic still has room to go up. On the daily, we are all bulls on the parabolic SAR and the super trend. Our RSI is trending up, so we've got higher lows. Our MACD is trending up, and our stochastic is down a little, so still room to go. And then our RSI Bollinger Band. So monthly, we're below our moving average. Money flow has been coming up, and it's turned a little sideways. This is a very bullish looking squeeze momentum. It's about ready to go positive, and it's like a good trend line there. And the EDX is saying no trend, which we've been cutting sideways. Weekly, we've bounced off the bottom of our Bollinger Band and are bouncing off our moving average. We got a general upward trend on the money flow index. Squeeze momentum is very neutral. Yes, so is the ADX. And then finally to the daily. Now we are at the top of our Bollinger Band. Money flow is looking a little negative, and squeeze momentum is pretty neutral here on these charts. Whereas the daily on the RSI and the MACD are a lot better. So this is very neutral over here. If we just get into this real quickly, our outstanding shares have been going down quarterly, so that's good to see. Price to earnings ratio seems normal. Price to sales is a little lower than historically. Price to cash flow is a little bit lower than historically, so those are good. If I look at our return on assets, we've been negative and now we're going positive. So this is a positive trend. Return on equity is positive. Return on invested capital is going up. And our net margin is medium, but these are good signals and this is not bad. So give me a thumbs up if you like this video and subscribe. I'll talk to you later. Bye.